So UK rapper Ghetts appeared in court for the first time since the incident where he was involved in a fatal hit and run that took place on October the 18th. Mad thing, man. Let's get into it. Crazy. So the Daily Mail reported today, um, rapper and Netflix star gets in court after allegedly killing Nepalese student in hit and run in London. As you can see here, speaks about what happened. Justin Clark Samuel Gets, who stars in the streaming series Supercell, allegedly hit the Nepalese student while driving his black BMW M5 on the 18th of October, so about 9 days ago now. And if you want to see, this is the car he was driving. Very nice car, very expensive car. You know, like what 80, like upwards of 70K. So yeah, man, they just thrown all that away. And of course, if we see here, the article also says as well that the victim Nubin Tamang was said to have been flung 70 feet in the air, and he died in hospital 2 days after the crash. That's crazy, man. If you want to see what Yubin looks like, this is the victim. A police student, man. And as you can see here, this post has been making the rounds. I think it's on TikTok, where the cousin of Yubin has posted pretty much a bit of backstory. So on October the 18th, my cousin brother was hit by a car and later passed away in the hospital the same day. The driver was a famous British rapper named Ghetts. He didn't stop the car, which led to my brother's death. When the CCTV footage was released, it was devastating to watch. Our family has never been the same since my brother passed away. He was the only son of my aunt and uncle. Don't drink and drive. It might seem like a small mistake to you. It's sad, man. And he's an only child as well. So I think the backstory regarding Yubin is that he's the only that he was that Yubin, the victim of Getz's fatal hit and run, he was a foreign international student from Nepal, and he came here and he was studying. I think maybe he was only in his second year, and of course he's the only child, and he was fatally ran over in it by Getz. So wow, that's a shame, man. Like look at the opportunity that if him succeeding would have provided for his family back in Nepal, and they've had that snatched away from Getz's reckless behavior, man. So I hope this sort of serves as some sort of reminder for the man them that think they're stigs. This should raise some sort of awareness, man. Like you get me, man aren't stigs, bro. Driving fast on the main road, doing 70 and a 30 don't make you a bad boy or some sort of professional driver. If you want to be a professional driver, go and sign up for the F1, man. Because very, very quickly, all it takes is for one person to be who crosses the road and doesn't see you coming. Because pedestrians can be clumsy as well, man. Some pedestrians they misjudge your speed and they'll walk out anyway, you know. But it's not to say it's the pedestrian's fault. But this is what man have to be taken into account. Maybe you can be doing 40 and a 30, and you can brake in time to compensate for the clumsy pedestrian. But hey, if you're doing 90 and a 30 like gets no chance. A man said he was flung 70 feet in the air. Wild, man. Wild. So yeah, Getz was in court today to only answer for his name, confirm his date of birth, and otherwise as well. And of course, his indictment was changed from causing serious injury to causing death by dangerous driving because obviously the victim had died 2 days later. So yeah, man. And obviously, I saw a post by I think his name is Malat Rage or something like that, and he obviously gave some sort of extra insight because he says he attended the court case today. So let's see what he had to say.
Justin Clark Samuels, aka Gets, court case started around 11 a.m. this morning, 27th of October at Barkingside Magistrates Court, where I sat in attendance with friends, family. His father was in attendance, and ITV News, and myself. Gets, aka Justin Clark Samuel, attended the case whilst being escorted by 3 prison guards, 2 males, 1 female. The judge began by asking Gets to confirm his full name, date of birth, and current address. As it stands, Gets is being charged with death by dangerous driving. The prosecutors explained that Ghetts knocked over the individual and threw him up to 60 to 70 feet. He was left bleeding from his head. A member of the public went to help once they saw the individual on the floor with his items scattered in the street. He was bleeding from his head and he had a pool of blood beside him. The member of public said he was non-responsive, so they began to give him CPR until the ambulance came. He had 2 collapsed lungs, fracture to the brain, and suffered cardiac arrest. A motorist who witnessed the incident gave Ghetts' car registration to the police. Police then went to his address hours later and he seemed to not remember, and he asked the police, "What car was I driving?" They searched his house and found the key for his BMW, but they couldn't see the car. They then searched the local area around
So Gets tried to, provide a course of justice there, man. Man said involved in a fatal accident and parked his car around the corner. So the police couldn't find his car. Of course they're gonna find the car in it, but yeah, man. So that's just not gonna help his case. That's just not gonna help him. You know what I'm saying?
his house and found that the car was parked away from his property, even though he had a parking space on his drive. The CCTV at his home address showed that Ghetts was the only person to get out of the car wearing the same clothing on the night. They saw the significant damage to the car with a cracked windscreen and missing side mirror that was found on the scene and was linked to his vehicle. He was then taken to Islington police station. They also took a mouth swab which was positive for cannabis, and a breathalyzer which was also positive for alcohol on his
Man said he is intoxicated with weed and alcohol. Damn.
breath. He said that his car had collided with another car, but the motorist obviously saw different. CCTV from the petrol station on the same night of the incident shows Ghetts get out of the car, fill up petrol, and go to pay. It shows he was the only person in the car as he walked away and locked the doors. Police also accessed cell site information that shows his journey along the roads that the collision had happened. He was interviewed by police and gave a no-comment interview all the way and gave no access to his mobile phone at the time. The prosecution then went... There's a lot to cover, so follow me as I will be posting a part 3.
I'm waiting for that goddamn part 3, my nigga. But yeah, man. So obviously, there's not really much coverage or information in reports as to what actually happened. So it's actually refreshing, not refreshing, but it's actually great to hear insight because court court is open to the public, so anybody can go to court. You get me? But obviously, this is going to be a high profile sort of case because of who is in court. So it's going to be packed. But if you arrive on with a map, if you arrive on time, or arrive early, you can definitely get space because it's a public gallery, so you can go and watch anyone's court case. So it's very interesting to see that man like Rage has taken notes and is obviously he's basically doing what Chris Summers does because Chris Summers he attends court cases for drill rappers that are on trial and he documents that. So, but it's not hard to do, as I've said. You can anyone can go to court. So at least respect to a man like Rage who is obviously doing, doing going an extra mile to provide this sort of insight and coverage, man. So, but yeah, it's crazy, man. So it seems like Gets, yeah, man, he's cooked. He's cooked. There's a comment here that says, "Just go guilty, bro," and I hear it, man, because obviously if you go guilty, you get a third of your sentence. Am I correct? You get a third of your sentence because you're sort of saving the court their time and money because if you go not guilty and then you have to go to trial, they're gonna be way more harsher than you because for one, you're wasting public resources, taxpayers' money, making people go to court and time. So obviously, if Gets is guilty, which it looks like there's a lot of evidence to suggest that he is, man may as well go guilty. Man may as well go guilty, get a third off anyway, and he's probably gonna get 7, 8 years. I think he'll get that because obviously, despite despite him going guilty, there's still a lot of aggravating factors. Like my man was intoxicated with alcohol and cannabis. He hit a pedestrian, and obviously in my previous video, I went through the different categories of aggravating factors. Pedestrians are considered as vulnerable user vulnerable people, you know. And then of course in the aftermath, he's parked his car around the corner, not on his drive, so he's trying to, you get me, blends it like he weren't there, and then he's just giving no comment in his police interview as well. It's not looking good, bruv, as Castillo was saying, man. Not looking great, mate. You get me? So yeah, man, gets he's probably better off going guilty, man. There's no way he's gonna bust this one. Only way, like the best thing to him is go guilty, get a third off, and then do 7, 8 years, fam. Because if he goes not guilty, that nigga he's gonna get like 14 years, fam, 13 years. So, but yeah, obviously we won't particularly know what he will get, obviously, until he gets sentenced. Like it's all good speculating, because yeah, man, the sentences that come out of death by dangerous driving cases, it varies, man. Like in my previous video on Getz's situation, I covered a case where someone was sentenced on the 24th of October to 12 years for death by dangerous driving, but that person was high. He stole a car, etc. But I've seen other cases. I'm pretty sure Marcus Alonso, the footballer. Let me have a look quickly. Marcus Alonso. Hold on, Marcus. Yeah, Marcus Alonso. He ran over motorcycle, but someone on a bicycle. Ah, it was in Madrid. Was it in Madrid? Oh, I read it. Oh, right there. Here we go. The Guardian. Okay, so it was in Madrid. He's in Madrid, so I guess I can't really use that as an example. But I'm pretty sure he got let off though. Like my man still got a football career. You know what I mean? That's my point. So, there's the consistency with the death by dangerous driving cases varies, man. So who knows what gets he's gonna get? But obviously, you can make an educated guess, and I would make an educated guess to that he would get at least 8 years. So we'll see, man. And I don't know what this means for Supercell because as well with Digga D being out of jail, he obviously posted this showing that Supercell filming is underway. Big up drill season. Um, right there, here we go. Yeah, that Supercell filming season 2 is underway, and obviously gets was the main, like one of the main villains in Supercell, and obviously they teased at the end that he actually didn't die. He was supposed to have died, but he didn't die. You get me? So now that he is going to be possibly in jail for the next 7 to 8 years, it seems like Ratman's gonna have to reshuffle his plans, man. And I don't know, man, rewrite the sort of storyline. I don't know. Maybe get the actor of Gets replaced, man, because yeah, it's looking like there's definitely not going to be going on anytime soon. Well, Gets is not going to be participating in any filming anytime soon, should I say? But yeah, man. Obviously, I thought I'll give you guys a quick update, and I'll make sure I can provide more updates once we learn more, and obviously any more significant developments happen, man. So of course it's your boy Urban Music UK. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.